Hey Aquarius, I hope you guys are doing great. This is going to be your general life reading for August 1st through the 15th. If you want to skip the card pull and go straight to your messages, feel free to click the timestamp in the description box below. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. So, I'm going to first pull a couple of oracle cards just to see what the energy is that's surrounding this reading for you all right now. And so the first card that came out is, I don't know how to pronounce that, Siggy? Quiet time. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. And let's pull another oracle card for you. Okay, all right. So we have two more cards that came out for you. So the first one we have is Happy Happy. And the last oracle card we have Imagine. So we'll see how those fit into your overall reading, but let's get into some tarot and see what other energies are surrounding you right now. So we'll start first by looking at your current energy. What's going on for my Aquarius collect? All right. We have the Devil, we have Strength, and we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. For what's currently hidden from you, we have the Five of Swords in reverse. For advice from Spirit, we have the Chariot. And for your potential outcome, we have the Hierophant in reverse. So let's grab another tarot deck and see if we can clarify these cards a little bit further. So for your current energy, we have the Magician in reverse. For what's currently hidden from you, we have Temperance, and we also have the Three of Cups in reverse. For advice from Spirit for my Aquarius collective, we have the Foolish Man. And for your potential outcome, I think one flipped over. Yep, we have the Six of Wands. Okay, so let's get some Lenormands and get some final messages before we get into your reading. Looking again at your current energy, we have Message. For what's currently hidden from you, okay, we have Gift, and we also have Marriage. For advice from Spirit, we have Official Person. And for your potential outcome, we have Family Room. Okay, so let's get into this, Aquarius. So let me start by saying that when I started your reading, I lit your incense like I usually do for all of my readings, and it went out. And it's like, okay, so I took a quick pause to light it back up again, and it wouldn't light. And so I tried to light it again, and it was damn near like I almost had to take a blowtorch to it, like to get it to light. And when it did, there was the flame that went straight up, but there was one little piece. It was the weirdest thing, this flame, like going off to the side, this one little string of fire. I have no idea how or why it did that, but it looked like, I mean, it was a straight up right angle. It's craziest thing. So we'll see what that means in the context of your overall reading. But getting into the overall energy, we have Quiet Time, we have Happy Happy, and we also have Imagine. So this to me right now feels like a time for you to dream. Like it's a time for you to sort of step back and be quiet and maybe not force things so much, but sort of let your mind flow and see where it takes you, see what ideas you come up with, see where your imagination takes you. You know, spending some time to yourself thinking about your life, your path, your journey, what would be fulfilling. And imagine what that life would be like. It almost feels as though right now there's a search for answers. There's a search for clarity on the path forward. And it feels like this might be a good time for you to daydream and see what comes out of it. So, looking at your current energy, we have the devil, we have strength, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse, we have the Magician in reverse, and we have message. It almost feels right now is that you are in a place of waiting for clarity. Like you're waiting to sort of get out of your head. I almost feel like there may be some bad habits that you probably should address, you know, or some sort of toxicity in your life that needs to be cleared out. Whatever it is, there's something here that's not serving you. And instead of sort of taking action on that, it almost feels as though you're waiting for something to sort of shake you out of that. It doesn't feel right now as though you believe that you have what's needed to sort of break yourself out of these habits, out of this pattern that is not doing very much for you. So it feels like a very passive energy. Um, Even though I think deep down you probably know that you should do something about this sooner rather than later. Looking at what's currently hidden from you, we have the Five of Swords in reverse, we have Temperance, we have the Three of Cups in reverse, we have Gift, and we also have Marriage. So again, this is not a relationship spread, so don't let the marriage card fool you. But it feels right now that the biggest challenge is sort of putting down your defenses. For whatever reason, this bad behavior, these bad habits, it almost feels as though you're resisting letting them go and getting rid of them. And it's sort of leading to your lack of balance, your lack of stability within your own life. Maybe a little bit of confusion on what you need to do to be able to move forward. With the Three of Cups, I don't particularly think this is making you happy being in this place. But what you don't see coming is that there's something good on the horizon. There's a way out of this. And it's something that's going to be sort of stable. I feel like you're going to be making a promise to yourself to do something different, to be someone different, to get out of this energetic space. This is a commitment to you. This is a promise that you're making to yourself. I think that's what you don't see in the midst of all of this instability and unhappiness, that there is something good coming. But I also think that you're going to be sort of the sole determinant of what that is, that this passive energy is not going to it's not going to work in your favor. It's not going to get you to this positive place of balance and goodness. So, looking at the advice from Spirit, we have the Chariot, we have the Foolish Man, and we also have Official Person. So, this to me is Spirit saying that it's time for you to make some moves, right? We have two cards of movement. We have the Chariot, which is action, that's motion, that's moving forward, that's moving past, that's leaving things behind you. And we have the Foolish Man, that person that takes a leap of faith. Even though there's a little bit of uncertainty, what's on the other side of it, they know that they have to take that steps, and they do, knowing that the universe has their back, that it's going to be okay. So I feel like Spirit is saying that now is a time for you to start taking these steps to get out of this not so positive energy. This is the time for you to to sort of put your back into it, right? With the strength card that we have in your current energy. This is a time for you to be that official person. You see how he's standing straight, he's standing tall, he has all of these medals, he has, this kind of look on his face like, yeah, I got this. Like, I feel like this is spirit telling you that this is the energy you need to channel so you can take those steps forward out of this energy. Looking at your potential outcome, we have the Hierophant in reverse, we have the Six of Wands, and we also have family room. So to me, this is saying that for your potential outcome, after all of this work, after taking the steps to get out of this bad habit, this bad situation, this toxicity, that for a little while it's going to feel a little bit unstable, right? And that was sort of in your challenge and what's hidden. Temperance, that balance, that ease of flow, that back and forth. I think this is going to feel a little bit unsteady for you for just a little bit. I don't feel like this is anything that's going to be drawn out over a very long period of time. When you start taking these steps, of course, your first step is going to be a little bit wobbly because you're uncertain and you're coming out of this space. But ultimately, with the Six of Wands, there is going to be victory for you. There is going to be triumph over this. And with the family room, it's going to be you're going to step into this new energy, this new phase of your life that's very comfortable, it's very cozy, it's warm, it's secure. It's going to feel a lot better than this place that you were in. So it feels as though right now, again, this is the time for you to sort of sit quietly and let your mind wander, because that's where you'll get the answers. So maybe that's you taking some time daily to meditate and let new thoughts, let those messages come in for you. Let that divine inspiration come into your awareness so you can start taking those steps towards that. But sitting passively is not going to do it for you. You're not going to be able to get this gift unless and until you commit to yourself to take some time to really brainstorm through what it is that you want, what it is that's going to lend itself to your happiness. And when you start following those cues that you're going to get, start taking those steps and moving forward, it's going to come in and you're going to get that victory that makes you feel a lot safer and a lot more secure than what you have been. So I'm going to pull one last oracle card for you and see what final message Spirit has. Okay, so what we have that came out for you is be decisive. So again, your current energy has you trying to get out of your head, and Spirit is telling you to channel your strength and get your resolve together. And this divine inspiration that's going to come from your quiet time and imagining and figuring out what's going to make you happy, you have to make the decision to take those steps. Be decisive, be firm in your forward movement, because that's going to get you to this warm and cozy place that is a much better fit for you than all of this negativity over here. So Aquarius, I am going to leave it there for you. I hope that this was helpful and I hope that it resonated. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.